Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing BOI visas, and we're discussing changing or converting one's BOI visa to another visa in Thailand. And this is something that comes up actually with more frequency than you'd think, being that there's not an overabundance of folks that are here in BOI status. But you'll often see this when somebody is, for example, like their career is ending and they're no longer going to work and they're looking to change over to a retirement visa, for example. Or sometimes it's folks who are leaving employment at a BOI company and they are changing over to another company that may not have BOI certification. Is it possible to change one's status? Well, let me preface all of this by saying it's going to be very dependent on the circumstances. And change of status in Thailand is already pretty difficult process, I would say. You gotta show a lot of reasons why an immigration officer should make a favorable use of their discretion to allow you to change status. As noted in other videos on this channel, the presumption for all of these non-immigrant visas is that folks in this status are here in Thailand temporarily. And so the presumption is, the sort of prevailing paradigm is, those folks need to leave Thailand if they want to change their status to another temporary type status. So that's the first thing to understand. The next thing to understand is that in a very much a real way, BOI is very much stovepiped. It's off on its own in the sense of immigration. It kind of has its own immigration system, especially in the form of the one-stop center that deals with BOI matters. And leaving that system can prove a little bit difficult because in certain ways, for lack of a better term, the two different immigration systems, sort of standard immigration and BOI immigration, they don't interact in a particularly streamlined way because they do things differently, and they have a different mandate. Under Thai immigration law, the Immigration Act, it specifically notes BOI, and then it also notes business, just sort of standard business and other types of visa categories. So again, you can see within the legal framework that they have carved out a specific sort of section there for BOI, and it sort of operates kind of mutually exclusive to other sections of the Act. So that being said, while it's not impossible under certain circumstances to perhaps change status out of BOI status, probably a good idea to contact a legal professional in order to gain some insight and guidance into how best to do that.